welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I'm participating in the Dollar Tree Christmas House playlist. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my sleepy Oliver. And if you're returning, you know we love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this little dollhouse from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use my Lacquer chalk paint by Waverly and Snow White, and then some Puffy paint. I'm going to start off by removing the doors and the window plastic pieces. Now, if you have a steady hand, I would recommend not doing this if you want to make your window frames and door frame a different color. Because when I painted all these and went and put it back in, it chipped the paint off most of them, or not most of them, but a lot of them. And I had to retouch them up. So it was almost not worth it. So just an FYI to be aware of that. Once I had that all taken apart, I did go down and sand the house some just to kind of rough it up a little bit since it was so smooth and I wanted that painted here. Then I painted the bottom part of the house with my lacquer color. And then I'm going to paint the top white. And then I painted some of those pieces white, the ones that were going to go on the red part, and then the ones that were going on the white part I painted with that lacquer color. And I did paint the inside of that house as well because I didn't want you to be able to see it from the windows. Then I had the task of trying to figure out how to put it back together. And see, you can see a little bit of pink there. It was scraping up the paint. So again, I did have to go and touch up some different areas with paint because of putting the items back together and it chipping off the paint. You can see the paint all over my desk there. So then I tried to put my little window frames in and it was giving me a hard time. So I do grab my little Cricut tool here in a second or two and it just kind of helped use that to push the little plastic piece into the window so that I could get them to stick. And I do eventually get it in. And then I added all the rest. After they were done, I took my puff paint and I'm just making some marks to make it look like snow on the building. And then I'm going to add my shaved ice. It's like glitter. It's more plasticky, but I'm going to add that on as well. And I am going to add that puff paint along the windows as well. Now, originally I was thinking of making this a gingerbread house, but I did not have any little like mints and candy. I used to have them. I had them last year, but I used them all apparently. And I couldn't find enough stuff in my stash to make it look like a gingerbread. So I decided, okay, we're just going to go with a Christmas house. And I really love the way this turned out. So after I had all the glitter on there, I took some of these little wreaths that I got. I believe these came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to hot glue them above the windows there. Then I took one of these chunky wood pieces from Dollar Tree. This, I think, is a 12-inch. It's either the 10 or the 12. And I painted it with my Snow White chalk paint by Waverly. And then I also took one of those little wood snowmen from Dollar Tree and I painted that white as well. And then once it was dry, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I showed that. Anyways, once it was dry, I took my paint markers and I'm coloring in that truck. I color in the tree green and then I'm going to color the truck red and the outside of the tires black and the inside of the tires white. And after I have it all done, I think I even took some of them white and just kind of made some marks along the tree to make it look a little bit like snow and to give it some dimension. I took these Sharpies and I am making a face on my snowman, making some eyes. I was going to make dots in a smile, but I forgot. And then I just made a regular smile. But oh well, I wanted them to be dots. But anyways, then I took my orange one and I made a little carrot nose on him and then made some buttons along his little belly there. And after I have that one done, I made this decal with my Cricut. I just used the regular Cricut Sans font and I just typed out, "I'll be home for Christmas." And then I'm just adding that onto the front of this chunky wood piece from Dollar Tree. After that, I took some little square blocks from Dollar Tree and I'm going to hot glue one on the back of the wheels of that truck. And then I'm going to hot glue that right onto the wood piece. Now, I could have painted the back. I probably should have. I might have to go back and do that. And then I took a couple of these miniature trees from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to hot glue them on. I'm going to hot glue my little house in place. And then I'm going to hot glue this little snowman. And that's all there was for that. I think it is adorable. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below. Okay, today's challenge is called the Dollar Tree Christmas House Challenge. It is hosted by my friend Krista with Krista's Crafty Life and Janice by Craftastic DIYs. Both of these ladies are amazing, so make sure you check out their channels and the playlist to get all kinds of inspirations of what you can do with Dollar Tree houses for Christmas. So let's get on to DIY number 2. Now this, normally I try to keep each segment under 5 minutes. This is going to go a little bit longer because there was 3 of these in place. Oh, okay. So I took these birdhouses from Dollar Tree. I was not sure what I was going to do with them. Even at this point, I'm like, I'm not sure. I know I'm going to pull out the little peg here. So I did that. And then I used some spackling to cover up the hole. And I had so many ideas in my mind and I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. And I knew I really wanted to do a barn. So I decided I'm going to do a barn first. So I'm going to paint this one with my, I think I used Lacquer on this one as well by Waverly. And I just paint the whole bottom part of this bird house with that. And then I took some of these little bamboo sticks that I get from Amazon. These were in my stash. They had already been cut. So I just used them and I painted them white. And then I'm going to paint the top part of my birdhouse with my ink color by Waverly, which of course is black. And once I have that all painted, I am going to cut down those little white wood pieces using my miter shears. And I just kind of measured them along the birdhouse to see what lengths I wanted. And then once I had them all cut out, I'm going to hot glue them to my birdhouse to make it look like a barn door. Although I forgot to do a bottom piece, but that's okay, right? And then after that, I took another one of those wreaths and I'm just going to put it onto that door. And then I took some of these more of these little Dollar Tree bottle brush trees and I'm giving them a haircut on the back so that I can hot glue them on and it fits a little bit better than having the tree sticking out. And then I'm just going to hot glue one tree on each side. So 2 trees onto it. And then I took my puff paint and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just trying to make it look like snow on here. And then I don't show this, but the next day I came in and realized I had smudged it some with my fingers. So I added more puff paint and then I added some more of that shaved ice to it. So then on this one, I painted this one with my Nutmeg by Apple Barrel. And I was thinking I was going to do a small gingerbread, but like I said, you guys, I just wasn't quite sure which direction to go. So it just I just went with the flow. And I started hot gluing these straws on and I decided, okay, this isn't really going to be, I mean, it could be gingerbread, but it's going to be more of a peppermint house. So I glued some of these little peppermints that I got from Amazon on the holes there. I went around the whole birdhouse with those straws. And then I took this little garland I got from Hobby Lobby last year in their little Christmas tree section. And I am cutting off the little snowflakes and hot gluing them to the ends of those straws so you didn't see the openings. Then I took the rest of it and I just went back and forth and hot glued it to the top, to the roof of my birdhouse. And I do that on both sides. After that, I took some of the Puffy paint and I just made some swirls and some dots along the front of this birdhouse and along the sides of this birdhouse and along the back. But I'm not going to show you all that because I think that would be boring. So once I have that part done, I decided, okay, I just kept thinking I wanted to do a log house, but I didn't know how long it would take. But honestly, this was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I took some of these dowels. These mainly came from Dollar Tree. I'm using my miter shears to just cut them down, and I'm just cutting them down as I go and laying them in the on this birdhouse, and I go all the way around it. I am keeping the opening of the heart. So as you can see here, I'm just cutting some smaller pieces and then hot gluing them all together. And I just went around the whole birdhouse with this. And then I had painted it all with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Truffle, and I painted the roof with ink. And then I had 6 more of these dowels that I had painted with Truffle, and I'm just hot gluing 3 on each side of the roof, just like you see me doing there. And you guys, I did stick them on painter's tape while I painted them so they didn't move around. Once I was done with that, I took this, I found this in my stash, this wreath, and I came off of something, so I just added some pip berries to it and hot glued it to the opening. And then I did the same thing with these little trees where I gave them a haircut and hot glued them on the side. Then I did the same thing with my puff paint, make it look like snow, and adding my shaved ice. And I love the way this looks. It is so cute. Anyway, so then I took those 3 candle holders. They're different sizes from Dollar Tree. I painted them all white, but while I was painting them, I thought, I have a better idea. So I love antique wax over white. For some reason, to me, it makes it look more like wood. So I went ahead and painted one of them covered it with the antique wax. I did not wipe it off. I was going to, but then I thought, no, I like it when it's not wiped off. Then I took the tall one and I dipped the back of my paintbrush in my lacquer color and made polka dots. Now, as you can see, the smaller one, I tried to do candy cane stripes and I did not like it. So I did end up just painting it all red. So here I'm just taking some E6000 and hot glue, and I'm going to add my birdhouses onto each one, and they're kind of matching. And then I just added some bows and embellishments, and there they are. I love the way these came out. Yes, it was kind of hard at first because I wasn't sure which direction I was going to go with them or how I was going to decorate them or what I wanted to do. Oh, but I love them, especially the barn and that log cabin. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love them. You have to let me know what you think about these and which one is your favorite below. Okay, so I am on social media, if you don't know that, but I have links to my accounts in my description box, and I am trying to post a lot more of my personal life on those platforms, so if you want to check it out, come check it out. So here's a celebration of your recreations. Oh my goodness, Bridget, these are so cute. I love them. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And Jane, these are so pretty. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. And then we have these beautiful red and white flower vases. I love them. And then those little gnomes are so stinking adorable. Thank you, ladies. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or to my Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and I would be more than happy to showcase them for you. So here is DIY number 3. Super easy. You guys, I had so many ideas of what I wanted to do, but I literally ran out of time. And so I just did this really simple project because I really wanted to have 3 projects on here. So I'm just going to take this house that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take some painter's tape and I'm going to tape off where the buffalo check is. And then I'm taking my lacquer and I'm just going to paint all around the side of my house, top, roof, sides, and back, because I, kind of want it to look Christmassy. So, and look, this is why I don't show you guys my painting. I am a mess. I'm dripping it all over my desk. That's why I always use the puppy pee pads, because that way I don't get it on my desk. But luckily with this rubber mat, it wipes off pretty easily. Anyways, back to the projects. So once I have this all painted and done, and I'm sorry I'm showing you all this, but since I am, I'm just going to remind you guys to make sure you give me that thumbs up if you like today's video, and comment. And if you haven't subscribed and you enjoyed today's video and you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, then hit that red subscribe button, become part of our YouTube family. I upload videos every Monday at 5 Central, but I do like to participate in different challenges during the week like this one. So make sure you hit that notification bell and set it to all. Woo, got all that done. So once that was all painted and dried, I took these stickers from Dollar Tree and I'm just putting the snowflakes, 3 on the roof and 1 in that heart. Then I took some twine and I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom of my house 3 times and then hot glue the end to the back, just like you see. It was falling off, so I had to redo it. Anyways, and then after that, oh my goodness, you guys, I had such a day. I had things falling everywhere. I even knocked over I was trying to take pictures and my lights fell on me and I'm trying to catch them and they fell on my table and knocked over my paint water with my paintbrushes. And I had to yell for my husband to come help me because I was tangled up in the lights and I was wanting to get the paint cleaned up. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. But anyways, I made a bow here. I just wrapped it around my hand about 4 times and then used the ends to tie knots around that bow to scrunch it up, trim it, and then I'm going to hot glue it on the bottom. That's all there was for this one. Super simple. There's so many ideas you could do for one of these houses if you find them. There's a lot of things you could do, and unfortunately I wanted to do more. And yes, I added some Mod Podge and some more of the shaved ice on the top too. So there you go. Okay, here is the final reveal. I really love them, especially those birdhouses and this one. I love this one too. I did put some candles in the back there. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not because of my lighting. But I love them and I love those birdhouses. Oh my goodness, they are just adorable. Anyways, you have to let me know which one you think is your favorite. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff, and make sure you check out the ladies and the playlist. And with all that, guys, I'm going to have a really fun video on Friday, so we will see you then. So have a blessed one. Bye-bye.